Imagine waking up before sunrise. No electricity, no supermarkets, no internet. Every meal, every piece of clothing, and every tool had to be made by hand or traded for. This was everyday life in colonial America. But was life in the 13 colonies really as simple as we imagine? Let's step back in time to discover what life was truly like before the American Revolution. By the early 1700s, the 13 British colonies stretched along the Atlantic coast, from New Hampshire in the north to Georgia in the south. Although they shared allegiance to Great Britain, each colony developed its own identity. The northern colonies became centers of commerce, shipbuilding, fishing, and trade. The middle colonies were known for fertile farmland and growing cities. The southern colonies relied heavily on agriculture, producing crops like tobacco, rice, and indigo, with labor increasingly performed by enslaved Africans. Life looked very different depending on where you lived. Most colonists were farmers. The day began before sunrise. Children helped with chores instead of sleeping in. Women baked bread, prepared meals over open fires, made clothing, and managed the household. Men worked the fields, built fences, hunted, or practiced skilled trades. Nothing was wasted. Every item required hard work to produce. Most homes were small wooden houses with just a few rooms. Heat came from a fireplace. Light came from candles. Many families slept several people to a room. Outside the growing cities, dirt roads connected scattered farms and villages. Travel was slow and often dangerous. Colonists grew much of their own food. Meals often included corn, beans, squash, bread, pork, fish, and seasonal vegetables. Fresh fruit was available only during certain times of year. Preserving food for winter was essential. A failed harvest could mean hunger for an entire community. School was not guaranteed. Many children learned at home or attended small local schools if their families could afford it. Religion played a central role in daily life. Church services often lasted several hours and shaped community values and laws. Despite growing prosperity, tensions with Britain were beginning to build. New taxes, trade restrictions, and a growing belief that the colonies deserved a greater voice in their own government. Most colonists had no idea they were only a few decades away from launching one of history's most famous revolutions. The world they knew was about to change forever. In our next episode, we'll explore the events that transformed loyal British colonists into revolutionaries, beginning with the French and Indian War and the growing conflict between Britain and its American colonies. If you enjoyed this journey into colonial America, be sure to subscribe, because we're just getting started uncovering the story of America's past.